Hello, welcome to everyone. Welcome back to Center Study of Truth, to my new segment. Today we'll explore the element of air. We'll speak about the magic of the air element. And before that, I want to remind about my website is stevenmager.com, and my social platforms have all the links below this video. My Facebook channel, my YouTube channel, my main channel in YouTube. Please subscribe that you notice if I drop new content and video that you can watch. And my book is available in Amazon in various versions. The Hero's Journey: Initiation to Your Life Purpose. That this book can help you to navigate yourself through the life mysteries and to discover your true purpose in life and to live the life you really deserve. And this book can help you have a lot of techniques there and a lot of combination of many esoteric traditions and methodologies, and to explain you about yourself, who you are, how you can discover your true authentic self, and to use your true potential and to achieve your true soul desires. So please, if you want to purchase this book in Amazon, you can find it, the links below. And let's start our video now about the magic of air and what does that mean. In previous video we speak about the element of water, the emotions, the emotional intelligence, how we can use the emotional energy to manifest what we really deserve and to attract and to receive our true soul desires, but only if we can go deeper inside our emotional state and just manage this emotional energy correctly. It's very important. If you manage this emotional energy correctly, it's called intuition. I call this intuition. This is the correct way to use the emotions, okay? To use them as a compass, as a guiding tool, instead of they lock you down and enslave you, okay? This is emotional energy is very strong, as we speak about this in previous video. That is also can lock down you. It can put you in cage and just put you in circles. Example, people stuck in some event happened to them before, example, 5 years, and they you ask them, you happy in your life now? What you doing? You say, I don't have another choice. I have some past event happened to me 5 years ago, so I feel so depressed about that, and I just go in circles to do the same thing. And this is what I believe in life. That is correct. And people just live their lives in the same emotional state. Addiction to emotions, addiction to stress, addiction to fear and confusions, and they stuck in their belief systems. Okay, we'll speak about it more deeply in this video about the belief systems and the mind and what people believe and how it impact our behaviors if we not notice by our emotions and thoughts, if we not control our thought emotion process correctly. This can be destructive consequences through our behaviors if we not manage this correctly. As I say, every thought have attached emotion to it, okay? Any thought have emotional charge attached to it. You can look on it, things like very cold and objective way, example, okay? If you only look in logic and reason, because logic and reason only is not enough. Okay, example, look on all the universe, all the earth. It's very beautiful, okay? It's very compassionate. If we don't have this behind, so what the point to live? What the point to have a freedom even? If we don't have this beauty of the feminine essence within it, okay? And this is the intuition and emotions. The element of air is about the intellectual mind, is about the words, language, communication, analytical thinking, logic, and reason. So is also the logos, okay? The logos is the esoteric representation of the divine word, the divine sword, the primal sound frequency in terms of Galder, the magic of Galder. That it is the sound penetrates the air as the sword penetrates. The sword is represent the element of air, also in the tarot. If we look on this in allegorical way, that we see this is a kind of tool that cut through things. We need to carve through our self to find our true, authentic self, to cut out all the illusions and belief systems that lock us down, okay? And to see the essence of ourselves, to see the hardcore intelligence, who we are in truly. And if we see also the sword is kind of masculine power, okay, is hold the zain in Hebrew. Letter zain is the phallus, the bottom of the sword, also the zain. This is the same shape of the letter. If we see, this is the masculine power who hold the sword, okay. This is representing the spiritual warrior who cut out all the illusions and belief systems, as the warriors of Valhalla, example in the allegory. And they feast upon the self-victory after it. This is representing the cut out all the illusions from ourselves. And to feast upon the self-victory. And the masculine force also we can see as a cup. Okay, cup, we hold the cup. The masculine force is hold it stable. If we not have this stability, the cup can go and the water can go outside, and this just can't be empty. In one moment you can fool yourself with emotions, in the other way you can be empty from it. All the point is need to have this stability of the masculine, okay, to hold and protect the essence of the feminine, that this is the water, okay. So what we more can speak about the element of air is very interesting, that and we speak that all the things originate from the mind, right? The concept emphasizes the cosmic principle that all the things originate from thoughts before they materialized and manifest in the physical form, right? So prior to any invention or creation manifesting in this physical state, it initially exists in the more abstract form of thought. This highlights the concept that all things are originated and conceived within the realm of the thought. And let's speak a little about the astrological point of view, the zodiac wheel. What we have in the zodiac wheel that is connected to the element of air. We have the Libra, we have Aquarius, and we have Gemini. Okay, the cardinal is the things in astrology that are characterized by enterprising, outgoing, and initiating, starting, and beginning, because it's the beginning of the seasons. We have the fixed things that is essence and the culmination and resistance to change. Okay, this is the middle season, the essence of that element in the middle. And we have the mutable things, that is the make it suitable to various situations, can be easily customized, flexible. Okay, this is the final seasons. This is the final part of the seasons that they finish. And Gemini is the end of the season. This is the mutable thing. Okay, we have the cardinal. This is the Libra. We have the fixed Aquarius, and we have the mutable, that is Gemini. Okay. Let's take a look. That okay, Libra, the cardinal thing of Libra. This is speak about the relationships. It speak about the self-values, balance, order, love, partnerships. Okay, we need to understand we're not alone in this world. We need to have the respect to other side. We need to have the balance, as within so without. We need to have the balance within, as we have the balance with the other side and our relationships externally. We have the thing of Aquarius. Okay, this is the fixed thing of air. And interesting that Aquarius is the ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. The Saturn is the organizer, is the put the limitations, organize the stuff, put it in order. You expand the seventh gate of Libra, the balance into the collective way, and this is also individuation. Individuation. You individual. You need to understand you individual. Individuation process, right? That you need to understand you part of the community and you also individual unit in it. Okay, you need to understand you have sovereignty and natural rights. You are you individual, okay, and you want to be independent in terms of Uranus, that is an independence. And we have Gemini. Gemini is about communication, how we can apply all this into communication, into higher thinking, because it's also about Mercury, right? Mercury is the representation of higher states of thinking, of mental state. Is also part of that you explore and learning through this process. And also I want to remind something about that. If we speak about the element of air, that this is important is also the element of air. Speak about knowledge and how we can able to draw accurate conclusions that aligned with the truth and the nature of our reality. All right, people tend to believe the things that they want to believe. Okay, this is not actually the truth. The point here that you need to cut out all the beliefs you have and the ego that's standing forward and bother you to understand the truth and the objective reality. Okay, we live in the objective reality, and we need to understand the things how it is, how they are in reality. We need to look on the things also in logic and reason, of course. It cannot be only emotions. Because of that, we also need to use the mind, right? Yes, we need to draw accurate conclusions. Is very important in our in terms of logic and reason. For instance, we instinctively understand that going off the cliff, example, or going into the fire will burn us and we will suffer in the end, right? So no one willingly enter to a fire because we objectively recognize that it goes against our nature to do so, right? So we not do it. We understand that objectively. We arrive to accurate conclusions based upon our nature of existence as we see it. And we are all interconnected and part of divine consciousness. What is consciousness, right? Consciousness is to know together, sciere, consciere, shared divine knowledge. As individual, we possess varying levels of consciousness, right? I want to remind something about I want to speak about the difference we have between the animals and the humans in terms of emotions and thoughts, in our mental capacities and our emotional complexes, the differences we have between us, because we have the different levels between us and animals, and we're different from animals with our mental capacity of our neocortex in the brain structure, that is the higher mind, in terms of Mercury, analytical, logical, and reason, the conscious creator, both the basic instincts, right? The reptile brain and the limbic brain. This is the divine son. That this is the more advanced part of the brain, the more youngest part that born through this process. of evolution of the brain, a human brain, and all that stuff. And also we are different in emotional complexities, that we can identify scales of emotional energies, right, and frequencies, that we have the ability to consciously to use them and not to respond instinctively, because animals, they respond instinctively. I not say the animals don't have emotions. Of course they have emotions. They feel pain, they feel many emotions, okay? But the animals have the emotions, depends on the external circumstances they have. Example, they have calm state, relaxed state, anxious, alert. It depends on the environment and how they respond to the environment. And they have mental state as instinctive mental states as fight, flight, avoidance, submission. That or they fight, flight, avoidance, or they fight, or they run away from danger, or they avoid the situation, or they submit to the direction of the leader of the pack. Example, in the dogs world. I study the dog psychology, and I can tell you the animals, the dogs, follow only balanced and powerful alpha leader, okay? Whatever is human being or a dog. If you notice, all the dog owners, they're not leaders, they're not balanced, they're not aware of their emotions and the emotional state and the mental state. So the dogs confused because they feel their energy, they feel their frequency. Because dogs, they know exactly what you feel, and exactly. You know what you feel. He smell you, the pheromones, they can identify that. They can know if you feel stressful, or you're not sure about yourself, or you feel unsecured. But leader not supposed to have, not supposed to be like this. You need to have, you need to be grounded, you need to be solid, balanced, assertive, be aware of your emotions and what you're thinking to do, and you need to be balanced, of course. And the alpha leaders in the nature, they are balanced. If you see, if you can go to the nature, go even to see pack of dogs without any human being in around it, just to see the nature itself, how it operates, and you see how every dog know his position in the pack. Okay, they have hierarchy. Okay, the nature also have hierarchy, structure, order. Is automatically organized itself. You can see it. It's not forced by coercion, by violence. They know it. They know their positions. They born to these positions. Like everyone know, have dogs. They are alphas. They have dogs. They are not alphas. They're not born to be alpha. Okay. And they know their position in the pack. But the humans are different. The only one who follow the disorganized and psychopaths leaders in the world. This is the only species in the fucking earth that follow unorganized psychopaths leaders, human beings. That we're not supposed to follow human beings who dictate what we're supposed to do from false belief systems. The human world also have the hierarchical structure, yeah, but the level of consciousness and frequency awareness, this is different. It's not structure, it's not hierarchy of orders, of following orders. It's not about that. This is the difference between us and the animals. And I speak about this in my book also. And the people who want to grow and submit to those who teach and want to show them the way. Example, the learning process. Why we speak about the anima and animus, the masculine and feminine? Because we both have these aspects, both we acting in the world, right? Physically. We need to feed ourselves. Okay, this is the feminine aspect. We need to learn. We need to study. This is also receptive feminine aspect. Right? So we we sometimes submit to those who want to teach us. We want to receive his knowledge. Okay, after we make our own conclusions, we have our own study about this, and we of course need to arrive to our own conclusions in our own mind, to use our own mind and thinking how to analyze stuff, but not through coercion. You receive from someone the knowledge, and you want to make sure that it's correct. Okay. You want to approve this knowledge after that. So the things of the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, associated with intellectual creativity, thought, philosophy, communication, movement also, because the ethers, also I want to speak interesting thing about the ethers. The reflection of our ethers is in Ethernet, okay? The Ethernet is the reflection, the physical reflection of our collective ethers, collective consciousness. Also is connected to technology, that this is the Aquarius, okay? And we are now the Pluto entered to Aquarius. And it's interesting to know that all this, the reflection of what we really are in the ethers. We see that. We see that all the trash is going on in the Ethernet, okay? We see all the illusions and this and things that not serve us. The bullshit is going on there, the lying, the deceptions, and the waste of time that have in the internet and all the media, social medias. We see the reflection of us. We see how much the mind is sick. Of course, we can use the technology in proper way, in wise way, to use it for our progression and evolution. But unfortunately, it's not the case today. And also, I want to remind that the importance of the connection between the emotions and thoughts. Also, in the word intelligence, we can see that. We have the two words of intellect and generative force. We have the intellectual abilities we need to use to analyze correctly the conclusions, to make correct study, decisions, discernments, judgments, okay? People think judgments is not good. Everything is judgment. You need to judge what right, what wrong, who is the bad guy, who is the good guy. Without judgment, is how you live without judgment will completely destruction. So we need to have this balance of see correct the things through logic and reason to arrive to correct conclusions. What is logical? Because usually everything what is logical is also intuitive, correct? Okay? Because intelligence is intellect and generative. This is the hardcore intelligence. This is the intelligence of the heart, right? Should not be solely equipped with being smart. It's not only to be smart. It's not only to be intellectual. There's difference between purely intellectual and an intelligent individual. Is often blurred and leading to confusion among many people, I know. But intelligence can be defined as the combination of two crucial components, intellect and the generative force of the heart intelligence. And truly intelligent individual possess not only well-developed intellect, of course, but also engage with holistic thought process. That is important in the same way. All this need to work together as an alchemical combination of wedding. Intuition has been willingly acknowledged as a valuable aspect of our decision-making process when considering the bigger picture. Emotions have significant impact of our thoughts and actions, right? If we not use it correctly, it can go and impact negatively on our emotions and our consequences afterwards. Everything what you move in the world, you want to move, you need to have this passion behind it. You want to have this willpower, you need to have this emotions behind that. If we see only the things cold way, objective way, without the beauty around, without the compassion and the love behind that, the feminine aspect, so what the point? What the point to be the spiritual warrior if you don't have the beauty to protect? If you don't have the compassion behind that, and only intellect, and this can be very evil if it's without any compassion and feeling behind this, right? Because it's not only to see the things in cold way. It's not to see the things only the scratch numbers, but people think that they have the arguments between them, only intellectual arguments and physical arguments, but they not consider the intuition and the feelings and the compassion and the beauty behind this. As we see the universe is very beautiful. Even have chaos in the universe, exists chaos, but from chaos we need to organize the chaos. The organization of chaos, this is the beauty. As we see the skies in the night, we see kind of chaos organized into the points of light that shining through us. And we need to understand that have a lot of belief systems as the Abrahamic religious construct, okay, that put people in the lockdown equations. They understand that this is the manipulation of the correspondence principle. The principle of correspondence, as within so without, as above so below. As the heavens and earth, the gods and the ancestors and the light beings exist within us, in our genetic blood codes, in our DNA, in ourselves. And the religious Abrahamic construct, they make separation, okay? They make the division between us and the divinity, between us and the godhood, because we operate through the God force. The God operates through us. The creator of the universe exists within us. We are co-creators. All the universe, all the gods and ancestors, all the reflections, all the stars above us exist within us. But the religion's perspectives, they invert that, they distort that. They make the God different form, masculine, monotheistic form of God that not happy with their creation and start to punish his children. And all this bullshit and crap they sell in the churches and the synagogues and all that crap. And they say they separate us from our true divinity, our true core essence, or of our true core intelligence of the heart. That this is our connection to God. This is our connection to the gods, ancestors, the higher force, the creator of the universe, whatever you call it. This flow through us. And we have a lot of potential, hidden potential, we're not explored yet through our junk DNA. And this is the time to go and level up ourselves and step forward and to make clear decisions, to see with honesty the things as they are. Not lying to yourself, Um, I think that's it. I think this is what I want to speak about in this video. Uh, this is the element of air. I just want to wrap this up. The element of air is element of intellect and language and communication and logic and reason. And this need to work together with our emotions. We need to understand how the emotions is connected to thoughts and how this generate images in our mind that attach to this thoughts that we need to be aware of. We need to understand that have events in our lives that trigger emotions and thoughts attached to it. And we need to be aware of what we think, because everything what we create in the world, what we how we act in the world, this originate from the mind and the perspective of the people. Because if you manipulate the perspective, you manipulate the behaviors, you manipulate the whole the worldview of the people, how they live their lives. People live whole their life in lies and deceptions and things that are not true at all. And they continue to lie themselves and to lie to the kids and continue this generation of slavery and coercion and not teach you how to think by yourself, how to arrive to correct conclusions as the trivium process example. Input processing output, right? You need to collect the information, you need to have the right discernment to see how connected the things, what contradict the things, and then to make the action, right? How to think by yourself and how not. In the schools, they teach you what to think, not how to think. They teach you what to think, what the history, how they say that, their version of history, their version of the reality, their version of how to need to live. That we need to follow some government structure that is our mommy and daddy, and we need to follow like a good children and grow to be as slaves like our parents and just finish like them, to work all the day, arrive home without any reason and purpose, and to live this to live this miserable life without anything that you think you are happy but you're not. You this is just what the point. This is you need to have this connection behind that. You need to know that you have meaning in this life. You are incarnate here for a reason. And not just work from 8 till 5 to go to sleep, to reproduce the children, and to make another slaves in the future. Without any proper education, proper care about them, that teach them how to think by themselves, to teach them about the nature, to make them more skillful and wise. So, yeah, this is our lesson, and we'll continue in the next videos about the elements of fire and earth. Also, we go more deep in these elements, and how we need to master all these aspects of ourselves, and to arrive to correct conclusion and unite with yourself, and to prosper and grow through this process. So Please, if you want to see my future videos, I will post also in this channel. Subscribe to my channel in YouTube, and also you can purchase my book. That also I speak things from my book, and I make videos from them. And of course, not all the book, but part of the book. I make videos, and I explain some parts from the book, and how we can use this knowledge, ancient knowledge, and make benefit from it, because this knowledge hidden from us many years, and they don't want people study this. They don't want that. They want people enslaved, ignorant, and non-thinkers, non-self thinkers, not independent thinkers. They want people dumb. They want people not enter to the occult sciences. They don't want people study this, because they know if majority of the people start to study the occult, the game is over, because this is their most big weapon they have, the psychological, emotional, and spiritual weapon against humanity, because humanity, most of humanity is in ignorance and darkness, and they approach that and they make their differential power knowledge between us and them. And our mission is unique, okay? But the idea is the same. We all want peace, and we want freedom. We want prosperity. Everyone deserve abundance in this life. No need to be poor people. No need to be rich people. Extremely rich, extremely poor. Everyone can have abundance, okay? But the point is, have laws. Like, you cannot go and steal someone if you don't have example. You need to understand, we all have sovereignty. We all have rights that we need to respect. And unfortunately, today we don't understand that. People just believe in what they told, and they go with this program again and again. But they're not conscious about what they are doing, if it's correct or no, if it's hurt someone or no. This is also the clear discernment you need to have in your mind, to clean your mind from the illusion and distortions and deceptions with years of programming that you cross, or me cross, or many of us crossed before. In our childhood, in the schools, in the indoctrination centers, they work on the mind. They program the mind, okay? We need to change that picture. We need to change ourselves, to cut out all this shit and just focus on our true intelligence, and to discover our true potential and what we're meant to be here. In terms of reincarnation, we have the purpose, and so we need to understand that, respect that. We here from purpose. We here by purpose. We here for a reason, to heal this place from this mental parasite. So I think I wrap this up. So thank you for listening to me. We will speak in the future videos. Stay tuned. Visit my channels and my book on Amazon. You can purchase, and website stevenmaguire.com. I work on my website also to upgrade that somehow in this year. So stay tuned about that also. And that's it. Thank you for listening to me. Steven Maguire, Center Study of Truth. Thank you very much. See you soon in the next videos. Bye bye.